Down on the sidelines, and Kentucky starts 1st and 10 from their own 26. Kentucky, Wade Holtsclaw gets around one tackle, able to hit the sideline, and a big play for Kentucky on 1st and 10 into Tennessee territory at the 43-yard line. He found a lot of running room because Tennessee had overloaded on the other side. Am I right?
Well, when you're a college recruiter and you're looking at running backs, you want to see, can they break the first tackle? And right here, he breaks the first, then breaks the second tackle and creates that extra yardage. You can't coach that. Either a running back has it or not, and Holtsclaw certainly has it.
Bobby, you don't see it often, but one of the offensive linemen for Kentucky made 2 blocks at once. He blocked his man and then hip checked the other guy who was following Holtsclaw.
I'll tell you, and that's what you look for in a lineman, a guy that's working all the time.
Here's Hopkins with some room around the corner. He's going to get a block and then fall down. Nice block by the wide receiver, Trenard Chester. And it was Holtsclaw again on the carry. The golden helmet there threw me off a little bit with the sun coming off of it, but it was not Hopkins, it was Holtsclaw. But they found a running back here on this series as Holtsclaw, 2 long runs back-to-back.
And Kentucky's offense, their offensive line has done a great job of eliminating.
Oh, he had one play run during our commercial break. It was Kentucky. They went for it on 4th and 2. They go to Holtsclaw. He went left side, picked up about 4 yards and a first down. So now Kentucky in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll pitch to Holtsclaw, right side, duck into the 15 and down to the 12 and a 5-yard pickup. And that will bring us to the end of the third. We get ready for this third down play, but we were talking and during one of the breaks, what did you guys do in huddles when you had to wait for television to come back? Here's a nice little run down to the 1. Did he get in? It is Wade Holtsclaw. First time we saw him was here in the third quarter, and he has put Kentucky on his back, running the football extremely well.
He's been really impressive, and the key ingredient to the whole running game of the Kentucky team is, look, they get to the perimeter, they get to the outside. In the first half, they were trying to run in between the tackles. Now they've been able to take Holtsclaw and get to the edges with the toss plays and the bounce-out plays, and he's done an excellent job. He has some speed with him.
Prey will give the football to Holtsclaw. Holtsclaw has been the key in the running game for Kentucky here today.
He has sparked them, and that has been a big difference in this ball game right now.
He picks up, looks like 8 yards on first down to give Kentucky a second and very, very short. But Holtsclaw, before this drive started, Chad, Kentucky only had 168 total yards of offense, and I'd say probably 60 of that is Holtsclaw on his own.
Oh, absolutely, and he's done a great job of breaking tackles, getting to the perimeter. They found some success on the outside and the edges against the Tennessee defense, and that's been the difference in the second half.
Actually, he has 70, so he had half of Kentucky's offense. He's going to pick up the first down here, change directions, has to get away from one more, can't do it. Driven out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but it's going to be 1st and goal for Kentucky. The defense and Holtsclaw, the difference for this Kentucky team. Let's take another look at this run by Wade Holtsclaw.
And here's Holtsclaw again, making the first man miss. That is the key to a good running back. 1, 2, 3 right there. It's the 4th tackler that finally gets him down, and it actually takes a 5th guy to bring him to the sideline. That's the key to a good running back, because you can't coach that. You know that, Bobby.
Just not going down. It's not going to be denied.
Here's another angle added. George Odom finally got him out of bounds. But Holtsclaw with half of Kentucky's offense here today. 17 in a row, and they have the football at their own 25-yard line. Less than 6 minutes to go. They go back to Holtsclaw, and Holtsclaw with tough running up to the 30. He has been the difference.
Where was he in the first half?
Did he come in late?
I don't know.
Forgot his shoes? Something.
Secret weapon.
Missed the bus.
Yeah, trying to play all the different players and get everybody an opportunity. That's probably what happened with Coach Larkey. But this is going to be a battle of wills, because Coach Larkey, he's going to run this football, try to take some time off the clock, and let's see if Tennessee can stop them.
And I do want to say, Bobby, you talked about it earlier today, how these kids are getting exposure. A few college coaches may notice something they've done in this game. This kid's from John Hardin High School. He lists EKU, WKU, Indiana, and UK. Those coaches are going to sit up and take notice of a performance like this.
You're for certain.
And I think it's appropriate that right behind Mr. Prey in the center of your screen is Wade Holtsclaw, because without that young man today, I don't think Kentucky is where they're at today.
They do not win
right
that's
now.
for sure.
Absolutely, and in the 2-minute drive that Kentucky had, I was waiting to see if they were going to put Holtsclaw in to see if they could get him in space, because he was the one running back that could really do damage in space. But he had an excellent game in the second half and really set the tempo, especially after Tennessee had that long drive to start the second half.
Talking there about giving the kids the credit in this one, and I think you have to. Wade Holtsclaw coming in, having half of Kentucky's offense here today. But, you know, Bobby, you give Kentucky's defense a little. They had a pick six.
Yep.
They did force a couple of Tennessee turnovers. Those guys really got after. We talked about Tennessee's defense, but without Kentucky's defense, again, like Holtsclaw, they're not where they're at the end of this game. Just an unbelievable performance today by Wade Holtsclaw. I want to talk a little bit about him. 91 yards rushing. He really sparked this team to get back in it in the second half.
Kentucky did a great job of making an adjustment at halftime, saying, you know what, we can't run between the tackles against this big defensive line of Tennessee. We've got to get to the perimeter, and that's where Wade Holtsclaw came in and did an excellent job. And a lot of the times he was breaking 1, 2, and 3 tackles to get that extra yardage.
Bobby, I'll let you kind of summarize your thoughts from what you saw on the field today.
You know, I thought it was a hard-fought ball game. I think both these teams really wanted to win. And, you know, I look at it with Chad. I mean, you look at that fourth quarter and you get outscored 23-7. You can't win many ball games doing that. So, you know, they needed to try somehow how to stop Holtsclaw. I think he was by far the difference in the ball game. Probably if there's an MVP, should be the MVP.